So, other than open source contribution, we've learned that you've also done competitive coding. So, could you, you've done a lot of things. So,
Yeah,
could you
exactly.
tell us what your ICPC experience was like?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've always loved problem solving, and I've loved like mathematics and of course programming. So, I think competitive programming was just the right combination of all three. Even before ICPC, I would like go to like various like online judges. Like there was one called Spodge. I don't know if it's still there. And then this top coder used to be the popular one back then too. So I would go and just solve problems in my free time, really just because I wanted to solve them. And then I realized that, oh, okay, there's a contest where you can, do this like, um, within like a small time frame and like, get prizes for it and things like that. So I think we formed a team and yeah, we participated. I don't think we did much the first year, but I think the second year we went to the regionals or something like that. I don't even remember what place we got. I don't think it was anything significant. But the good thing was I continued this even in my masters. Like I participated as part of like Stony Brook's ICPC team as
Hmm.
well, um, and I somehow qualified for the regionals there too. And I think the closest I got was like eighth place. So yeah,
That's
I couldn't
impressive.
make it to the world finals or anything like that.
I mean, now that you're talking about like how you like problem solving, do you have your own kind of approach to um, problem solving, or how you think about a problem when you're going about it?
um,
I know that's a broad
I think I
question,
mean
but
yeah, that's a very broad question.
yeah,
Depends on what kind of problem, right?
right.
Like, I mean, I think, I mean, in general, if you look at the problem solving in ICPC, it's usually like, like, I mean, you can come up with a solution to the problem, but does it solve all corner cases?
Mhm.
Um,
Hmm.
so you have to find the corner case that your solution may not work for. Um, so I think part of the problem is, I mean, is understanding all the various scenarios that could affect it, right?
Hmm.
Like how do you compose the test cases for the problem first,
Yeah.
and then making sure that your solution works for all the test cases. And I think if you think about design, even in the industry, it's pretty much the same thing, which is you have a high level problem, you break it down into subcomponents, and then you try solving each of them individually,
Hmm.
and then they come together and you want to still make sure they work. So you do some kind of integration testing to make sure when you combine all those components they work together seamlessly. So yeah, I think it's generally it helped me apply this in like various other parts of like my career as well.
Yeah. So I was just going to come to that actually. So like beyond competitive programming or ICPC,
Yeah.
has have you been able to kind of use that framework um, everywhere else to solve any kind of problem for that matter, not necessarily competitive programming?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like I approach life like that.
Mm. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I treat it from an engineering mindset, right?
Hmm.
Like I'm like, oh, how do I like solve this problem? And then I break it down into
Mm.
like individual components and be like, let me solve this first and this and this. Yeah, so I think that's my approach to life in general. It's not always the most optimal to look at it from a logical perspective,
Oh,
but
okay.
but yeah, I try my best to just think of everything as from an engineering perspective, really.
Nice.